I've been a pediatrician for 27 years, and I'd like to teach you how to best take care of your children with colds. Nature teaches us a good way to take care of colds, and it comes from our tears. Our tears are made of saline, salt and water mixed together, and they drain from our eyes into our nose through a little duct, and they mix with the mucus in the nose in order to help wash it away. Why do I think this is important? Well, in adults, if we have problems with mucus in our nose, then we can simply blow it away. Younger children cannot make that force to blow the mucus out of their nose, so we need to help them to rid the mucus of their nose. This will allow them to breathe easier and will prevent ear infections and sinus type problems in children. It's a very simple thing to do. I'd like to demonstrate that right now to you. The key to making saline drops or saltwater nose drops is simplicity. You already have all the things that you need to do this in your kitchen. You'll absolutely have to get nothing else. This is a 1 cup measuring device. This is a 1/4 teaspoon measuring device. This is an additional, this will hold 2 cups. We have 2 forms of salt here. One is a kosher salt, one is Morton iodized salt. Either one would be fine. Some people have suggested that iodized salt might be a little more irritating, but sea salt, kosher salt, or iodized salt all can be used. And then fresh, clean water. Very important to have fresh, clean water. Now, the recipe, again, is 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1 cup of water. So here we'll take 1 level measuring teaspoon of salt, we'll put it in the container here, and then we'll add to it fill it with water. I love the gluggerfish. And gently stir until all the salt water dissolves. It doesn't have to be hot water, it can be cold. But if we're going to be instilling this or putting this in your child's nose, we're going to want it to be more of a room temperature for comfort's sake. That's all there is to making saltwater nose drops. I'd like to show 2 different methods of getting these saltwater nose drops in the baby's nose. We have a willing volunteer here. She's not currently sick with a cold, but this is safe to do for children who don't have colds. Oh goodness, there's a sneeze. You don't have to have any other special equipment to do this, but if you do have an eyedropper or a syringe or a method for to drop the drops in the nose, it's helpful. The volume that you want to drop in is usually 2 drops per nose, per each side of the nose. I usually like to allow the 2 drops to go in one side of the nose and rest for a few breaths as it moves down the nose, and then go to the opposite side of the nose. You don't need to put this in with any force, like certain nasal sprays that you might, the prescription nasal sprays you might need to use. So what I'd like to do is just show this method here. We'll take this drop, just drop 1 drop here. You can see that it's moving down the back of the nose. It's not too offensive to the children. We'll try it on the other side here. Again, you can see here the water moves back to the back of the nose, and then they swallow it. But with it, it's starting to make the mucus in the nose thinner, and it helps them swallow that back too, which is kind of the natural mechanism. Also, the children will frequently sneeze, and a child who has a lot of mucus in the nose, when they sneeze, you'll be able to capture that with a Kleenex. Another method that works equally well might be, if you don't have a dropper, is to capture some of the fluid on your finger and drop it in the nose that way. equally as effective. Again, she tries to swallow it, may sneeze again. And this can be repeated many times. You really can't overutilize this. I tell people when they have a child with a lot of mucus in the nose that you do this until their nose is clean. You'll probably need to repeat this every time you change diaper, maybe even more frequently than that.